Enter the Wolf Time.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Enter the Wolf Time once again. Isn't it nice to take a stroll down memory lane, get your old models out once in a while, have a look at them, do things like that? Well, today I'm going to give you a bit of a treat. Today we're going to be looking at some of the models that I have done in the past. The far, far past. Now, these are my Orc, for my Orc army. I really don't have much of my Orcs anymore. I kind of only kept the models that I was really impressed with, and the models that I took a lot of time and gave a nice paint job to. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at him.
The first model I'm going to show you is an Orc Warboss, and here he is. This Orc Warboss, whoa, is really dusty. Really, really dusty. This was the model after I... Actually, I'll explain. Basically, I was doing Warhammer 40k. I've been doing it for a long, long time. And what I did, when I was quite young, when I was doing my GCSEs and stuff, I actually stopped for a while to concentrate on my studies. None of them got that good of grades, but whatever. And this was the first model I did when I came back. And I was really surprised at my painting skill when I actually came back to doing it. Let's take a look at him. The conversion is a standard Orc Warboss model. The only difference is that he has a Gaskell head, which is quite nice. He's got, obviously, Gaskell boss pole. Gave him a couple of extra armour plates and things like that over here. And he's got Gaskell power claw. Big, meaty power claw. My first attempt with green stuff, this was my first... This is as far back as I can remember using green stuff. And I used the green stuff to make these straps here. To hold the pads on, and also on the strap round his hand there, and on this little pull cord here. That's right, he's got a ripcord powered power claw. Overall paint job, very impressed with. I got the skin really nice. The camera doesn't really do it justice, but I think it's just because it's dusty. Yeah, really dusty. Really, really dusty. The green was very good. It was a combination of Dark Angel's green, dry brush with Goblin green with green ink, and then some more. I like actually the Goblin green over the top. What I was most impressed with this model about was the power claw here. I actually wanted to make it like it had painted, and the paint had chipped off it, and I think I did a fairly good job there. Proper, dead nice, crisp lines. Now the way to paint this is to paint your colour on, what you're going to do it, and then get black, and make random little shapes around the edge, and then go over it with silver, and leave a tiny little black edge over here to make it just look like the paint's peeled off. Also got some there. And there. And I just thought it was very, very good. Got a couple of stick bombs on his back and things like that. So you can see my green stuff wasn't very good back then because it's all blobby and fingerprinty, especially there as well. Okay, that's him. Moving on, we have this guy. This is like one of the first conversions I made. Again, he's very dusty. Oh my god. Look at the state of the dust on that. That's a little bit better. Oh, right, okay. He originally had a Gretchen on the top with like 2 stick bombs, like looking rather manic and mental, like, I'm gonna throw stick bombs at your face. Again, a very simple conversion. Just the general Gaskell Thracker model with the with the Orc Warboss head off this guy onto him there. I tried to green stuff like a scar over his face, but it didn't go so well. And rather than give him a power claw, I gave him a power drill. This is the drill off the Inquisitor 54mm scale Deflin Gruss model. I just wanted to have something really, really beefy. Get just like some spiky shoulder pads over here with the wires and stuff going through over to the machine drill. Again, a very simple conversion. I've got more of the chipped paint effect going on there and around here. Again, not much more going on at the back of him. It's so damn dusty. It's been on my shelf for about 3 years, well, more than 3 years. Okay, the next models are my Killer Cans. We have Killer Can number 1, Killer Can number 2, and Killer Can number 3. Killer Can number 1 is over here. Again, fucking hell with the dust. I'm going to be sneezing for like a century. I wanted my Killer Cans to be a bit more converted, a bit more unique. This one isn't really so much because it's the first Killer Can that I bought. I basically just put Gaskell Iron Gob on there and painted sections of it green because I thought, well, you know, if it's an Orc would probably want his machines to look green, so he kind of trying to fool the enemy into thinking that, oh my god, this is giant mechanical Orc coming along. Again, we've got some goofy little faces on the rockets, as Orcs do. Pretty nice conversion. I was fairly happy with the chipped paint effect. I really went to town with the chipped paint of these recent couple of models. Got it there. Some there. Yeah, that's a pretty nice one. Next killer cam. This killer cam was a donation by one of my good friends, because he didn't have any use for it. He just had a random killer cam knocking around. Added just a bit of an orc glyph over here. These massive missile pods. These are off the old Hunter Killer missile for Imperial Guard vehicles. Basically just tacked him on the side. He used to have a wire going between here, but it's fell off. Then two Stormboy rockets with the fins clipped off, just to make them look like they're going to go big boom. Again, the chip paint effect going down here. Lots of chip paint effect. I really like this one. Oh my god. Dust City. I don't keep going on about dust, but I just can't believe it. This next one, this was a bit of a failed attempt to do it. He looks a bit too He looks like he's been put in a crusher and squoze like that. I got this and I was dead excited to have him because it was the one that I wanted with the right right look on the front of him. However, when in my excitement to open him, I realised he didn't actually have his power claw. It was missing out of the blister pack, and I was like, "What the hell, Games Workshop? What you doing? You on crack?" So rather than go and return it and get a new one because they didn't have it, this was the last kill cam they had in the shop, I just decided I'll do what I can. So I had the metal Venerable Dreadnought arm at the time, but I didn't have the back part to it, so I stuck two blades in there and stuck it on. It's got the storm bolters flailing. This was really where my conversion skill wasn't at its best. Again, he's got two, these are actually mortars, but I made them look like rockets. These are off the Imperial Guard heavy weapons sprue. Yeah, again, pretty nice conversion, pretty nice paint job. I was quite proud of these killer cans. And I remember I had these three killer cans because back then we was using the old Orc Codex rather than the new one that they have now with all the nice juicy fluff and stuff in it. Now it was that 3 killer cans was cheaper. Well, no, it was a little bit more expensive, but way more effective than an Orc Dreadnought at the time. They're now Mega Dreads or Death Dreads or something like that. I don't know. Okay, right. The next one. This is when my conversion skill really started to get souped up a little bit. This was when this was actually the last model I did for Orcs. It wasn't actually for me. This model was for a Games Workshop staff member. Whoa, fuzzy cam. This was from a Games Workshop staff member who challenged me to make him as an Orc war boss on a war bike or not knob. Now, as you can, okay. Big breath, because there's a lot of stuff I'm going to talk about on this. Okay, it's a Chaos Marine bike with the front forks elongated. Kept all the spiky bits and stuff. Stuck a bigger wheel on there so it looks more like a chopper kind of bike. Lots of Orc glyphs and stuff, some shields, again with the chip paint effect. The knob, I had to spread his legs. I had to basically get a pair of pliers in between the knob's legs and just open them out like that. So it could straddle. Hey, oh dear. So it could straddle the bike. The guy at Games Workshop was actually a biker, and he had an L plate on his bike. So got his little L plate going on there. Some more shields, some more glyphs. Had another gun there, but it's fallen off. Some little skulls and stuff going on at the front, like twin-linked orc shooters and stuff. The actual war biker has a big bushy beard, because again, the Games Workshop staff member had a beard, which was like that, and he was a bit ginger as well. So that's pretty cool. It took me a while to work out, to sculpt this because I was new to doing hair and stuff like that. I've got his blue Games Workshop t-shirt on there, which is obviously had his arms ripped off. Over here, I had to reposition the arm. If you notice, the actual handlebar doesn't quite go because it's just the fist of the orc just cut off and turned upwards. We've there got just a bit of a marine shoulder pad going on. I was going to paint it like his chapter, as if he'd because the staff member had a Space Marine chapter, so I wanted to paint it like that, but didn't get around to it. It's the Orc Stormboy knobhead, so he's got a bit of a helmet going on. The power claws from the new Orc Commando was the new Orc Commando at the time, which I really liked. I just loved the jaggedness of it. He's kind of like, yeah, right on. We've then got his little grot rigger at the back. This guy was really chuffed. Now, this was the time when you could order the bits off Games Workshop website. It was fantastic, and then about a year later, they took them off. Damn you, Games Workshop, damn you to hell. We got look at him with his foot up there, being held on by a little leather strap. Look at his little demonic face. He's just laughing. He's just having a good time. He's loving it. He's loving it. That's from the Wolf Rider set, or the Pump Wagon, I can't quite remember, from the Fantasy range. Up here we got a impaled Space Marine. Again, used to be a spike up here, but sadly now there isn't. We've got a dead, decapitated Space Marine. James there. We've got, he just got mauled. He just got absolutely, truly knackered. Spike coming out of his head. Quite happy with the effect of the blood running down here. But yeah, that's my trip down memory lane for you.